Hi, this is Steve Garland, head wrestling coach at the University of Virginia, giving my weekly Virginia Wrestling video newsletter. I'd like to start with this week's newsletter by recapping a great a great weekend that we had this weekend where we wrestled VMI and Ohio. We had VMI on Friday night. We were able to win 9 out of 10 bouts in that dual meet, and our guys looked really good. And then on Sunday here at home, we had Ohio U. I want to thank, and we won handily in that one as well, and I'll get to that breakdown. But first I wanted to thank all the fans, our donors, our friends, people that came out from the community. I just really want to thank you guys. It was a good crowd. That's what we needed. That's what we wanted. And we just thank you guys so much for supporting us. So appreciate that. As far as the breakdown goes, the match started at 157 pounds. And as everyone knows, Jay Keating, when he's out there, it's not going to be a boring match ever. And he didn't disappoint. It was 14-13, I think was the final score, I think. 14-13. He ended up losing. Got the takedown at the end and thought, he's so crazy, he was going so nuts, he thought he was tied up. He thought the score was tied. So with 13 seconds left after he took him down, he still had at least a chance to cut him and try to tie it. And he just rode him because he didn't know. So just a mistake, and typically when he's out there, when he's not making those types of mistakes, he does really well. And when he does, it costs him. So he's still learning and growing, but that kid he's wrestled was ranked 19th in the country, so another nationally ranked guy that he was right there with. And he's just getting better every single weekend, so it's exciting. Even in losses, there's so much growth in him. 165, Cam Coy, he did a great job. He beat a really, really tough kid. He ended up taking him down late to win and ice the match, and we're really proud of him for the way he gritted out that win, because he's been on the other side of those close losses all year, it seems like, and so for him to figure it out and gut that one out was really big for him and big for us. Got a lot of momentum going there, and then Robby Patrick, I think, was probably the bout of the day for our program, in that Robby has he's had a tough run. The whole season he's wrestled a million nationally ranked guys, and so he hasn't had a chance to really breathe, and he had a rough Virginia duels, and so for him to come out the way he did, and great attacks, and then he hit a beautiful throw and pinned the guy, and so a guy who was good up top too, by the way. So that throw, not only does it 6 points for the team score, which really gives us a nice gap in terms of the team lead. For him personally, it was a big thing for him confidence-wise, and for the team, and igniting the bench. So really cool there. Chance McClure, another story of the day. Chance just gritted out, tough, gutsy win. I mean, he must have not returned that guy eight or nine times in one period. I mean, he just stuck to his basics, stuck to his game plan, fundamentally sound, and just found a way to grit out a grimy win. And so really proud of Chance. I teared up when Chance was walking off the mat, because I've been with him a long time. He's a fifth year. Since his junior year, recruiting him in high school. I mean, I've known him that long and been through a lot of stuff with him personally and professionally, so it was really cool to see him win that. 197, JL looked great, lit up the scoreboard. I think he scored 17 points, ended up getting a major decision, looked awesome. Heavyweight, another big story of the day. Tyler Love, that's the best I've seen him wrestle all year, for sure. He went out, beautiful takedown, beautiful single leg, cleared it up the right way. Another sweep where he almost turned into a duck, got behind the guy, and then in the third period was able to hit a misdirection and take the guy down to ice the match. So just really, really good stuff out of Tyler. 125, Jack McClure did what he does, won by bonus. Louis Hayes, actually their 33-pounder's tough, but he wasn't able to make it. He was sick, and so Louis got a forfeit. And so our last two bouts were 41 and 49. Keono wrestled the best kid in their lineup, and actually was in that match, was battling it back and forth, but gave up a couple takedowns on the edge that cost him. He ended up losing, I think, 7-3 or 7-4. And then Murphy, how he ended the duel was tough, because Murph fought his way back into that match. He was losing big early. He came back and tied it up. And in the third period, it was just a strategical mistake on all our parts. Our staff and I, we wanted him to go top. And he told us down. You always want to trust your athlete, but at the same time, we let him go bottom, and he got turned and he got ridden out. So strategically, I think if he goes top, he probably wins that match, and so we're all going to learn from that. But bottom line is, you can't get ridden out either. We told our team that. It's like, you can't get turned and you can't get ridden. But that's definitely one Michael could have had back. And so, all in all, again, I think it was 29-9 or whatever the score was, and it was really, really impressive day, impressive weekend for the program. So, guys, I keep telling you every week, our team keeps getting better, and we're wrestling through tons of injuries. I mean, we've got this weekend we had 3 starters out, and we were still able to do what we were able to do. So really proud of the team and how we're sticking together and figuring things out. Last thing I want to say is this. I just sent out an email about this, but I've been getting tons of calls, text messages, emails about the NCAA ticket situation. So I wanted to sort of make this clear. The NCAA cut everybody's requests, big time. So not just Steve Garland, University of Virginia, but Missouri, Oklahoma, everybody who requested tickets got a lot less than what they requested, from what I'm getting from other coaches. So we have a very small set of tickets for a very large request pool. So the bottom line is, unfortunately this year there's going to be a lot of requests that aren't going to be able to be met. There's going to be people ticked off. I understand it. I want to apologize and say this is not our fault, certainly not something we planned on, and we will do everything we can to accommodate people's requests as best we can. So the way this will work is it's very simple. The current athletes and their parents have to take priority. They have to. We have to take care of our current athletes before selling our own tickets to anybody else. Then it goes to donors. People that have been financial supporters for a long time will be at the top of the list, and then alumni, non-donors that are alumni, and then obviously friends and family will be last. So that's the way we're working it. It's a very similar system that basketball and football uses, and again, I will do everything I can to make sure that we have happy fans and happy friends and happy people, but it's just a really rough spot we're in. We have a lot more demand than we do actual tickets, and I think every team in the country is kind of struggling with that right now, but we'll do the best we can. Please check your emails, and we'll do the best we can with that. Big weekend coming up. We've got Chapel Hill. We finally start our ACC run. 5 dual meets to end the season. All tough. Every team in the ACC tournament is tough. It's going to be crazy. Chapel Hill at their place. It's 6:30 p.m. Down at their place. And, yeah, just please be pulling for us. Please be praying for us, and go Hoos.